So let's go back to that story where the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution, as well as the Rural Women's Network, have slapped Zulu King Goodwill Zwelithini with a lawsuit over the Ingonyama Trust and the rent that is charged on occupants who live in areas administered by the Ingonyama Trust. Let's get some perspective from our Durban studios. I'm joined by the Zubera Institute for Research and Development's political analyst, Xolani Dube. Thank you so much for talking to me, Xolani. So this is unprecedented, is it? I mean, that the king can find himself in a situation where perhaps an aspect of his dominion, his authority is being challenged in this kind of way?
I think, Thulasizwe, first and foremost, we need to appreciate such kind of move from the ordinary citizen, where they stand up against being bullied by such kind of institutions. And I think really we need, as the people of KwaZulu-Natal, to a certain extent, to warmly embrace such kind of a move, because if you really read, or if you can really piece through the complaint from the people who are taking this king to court, is mainly based on exploitation, and it's so unfair what the king is doing. Is an antithesis of what this institution is meant to, of which is to protect the interests of its constituency. And I really wonder what Shaga, your Pambata, your Dinizulu will be saying, or are saying wherever they are, when they see the king doing such horrible things to people that he is supposed to protect.
So what are these horrible things that you accuse him of doing? I mean, I imagine that you're not talking here about the king directly, and perhaps you could be, but in many instances from the reports that I've seen, it's at the local level, where the local Izinduna are sort of perhaps the extension of the king's kingdom and rule. And then the issue that comes to the fore has to do with access to occupation and the rentals that are demanded of people who live in the Ingonyama Trust lands.
Look, apart from the rental, let's look at this Ingonyama Trust. Who are the beneficiaries or the beneficiaries of this Ingonyama Trust? It's him alone and his family. And how dare on earth someone who claims to represent such a huge, formidable nation can simply be so jealous and so greedy that all the benefits that are meant to benefit the people or the people that he represents are only meant for him. Through Ingonyama Trust, we have not seen any student celebrating scholarship or any kind of assistance from such kind of a fund. And so that's why I'm saying it seems he looks at the issues of KwaZulu-Natal and the resources of KwaZulu-Natal as his and his alone, of which that's why I'm saying is totally wrong and is not supposed to happen. And how much more if his institution or his through the people that he works with, the Induna, as we have said, now are starting to say to people who occupy land that they fought so hard, they must pay for it now. They must rent to the king. Trust me, it has never happened in KwaZulu-Natal, and I think the people of KwaZulu-Natal must stand up and stop this. Because at the end of the day, if you look at these pockets of land of Ingonyama Trust, you find your boxer, you find all these kind of commercial ventures that are benefiting the white people. And so it makes one no wonder why the king is in pact with the AfriForum. And surely you can't be in partnership with the AfriForum, historically knowing very well that these are the same people that Dingane fought so hard to preserve the land of KwaZulu-Natal. But today, the king is in partnership with them, and really, I think it is an abomination to the sacred institution of the Zulu people, the royal household.
Out of time, Xolani, very quickly, let me ask you then, there's a lot happening in the ANC. Supra Mahumapilo and others from the Northwest are in court trying to get their disbandment reversed, and the ANC has been going through quite a number of issues. Conspicuous by their silence, unusual silence, is the leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. Why is Hlezi Galala suddenly, and his other leaders there, suddenly so quiet? They've been so vocal on national issues all along. What's happening?
Look, in KwaZulu-Natal, there is a leadership vacuum. People can occupy position and claim to be leaders, but in reality, in KwaZulu-Natal, there is a leadership vacuum because, look, for the mere fact that CASEC and this organization of women are really challenging the king, the question that we have to ask ourselves, where's the SACP? Where is COSATU? Where is ANC, who always claim to be the leaders of society, even SANCO? And so in KwaZulu-Natal, Thulasizwe, is so unfortunately that there is a serious leadership vacuum.
Xolani, thank you so much for coming through and sharing those views with us. That is Xolani Dube of the Zubeira Institute, feeling quite strongly there about developments around the Ingonyama Trust. It would be interesting to hear the other views, of course, on that particular debate, and also at the end weighing in on the issue of the ANC. Well,